The Gambia's Fisheries Division was established in 1967, evolving into a Fisheries Division by an Act of Parliament in 1978.
The Fisheries Department was created in 1980, but before that time it was a unit under the Department of Ministry of Agriculture. In 1979, European Commission funded the Artisanal Fisheries Development Project, which one of the major infrastructure was the Gunjur Community Fisheries Center with an ice plant established at Brikama, and also the current coastal road from Brufut to Sanyang. Then when they reached Sanyang, then from the Sanyang to the beach, they went to Gunjur, Gunjur to the beach, Katong, the same thing. That was the first project.
The Fisheries Division was responsible for managing all aspects of fisheries policy, including organization of fishers and fishing technique.
As far as I can remember, the only loan given to the Fisheries Department project is the Artisanal Fisheries Development Project, currently, which started in 2003 and is almost ending. Now you have the Bakote Fish Market, the rehabilitation of Tendaba, Pintang, Albreda, and also the road from Tendaba to the main road, Pintang to the main road, and also the fisheries jetty in Banjul, and also capacity building, because a lot of fisheries staff were trained in up to master's level and diploma level, and we had also the beneficiaries, and also we have a credit component with SDF for the operators in the fisheries sector, banners, fishermen, fish processors. But that's the only loan I can remember. All the other projects were grants.
Towards the end of 1967, the Gambian cabinet approved the sum of £4,000 from the General Revolving Fund of the government for the formation of a credit facility scheme for artisanal fishers and cooperatives. In order to promote industrial fisheries, the Fisheries Division negotiated with a British fishing company, British Kindred Marine Products Company, the implementation of a pilot project costing £40,000. In the region of Kombo, there are 5 major fishing centers: Bakau, Brufut, Tanje, Sanyang, and Gunjur. According to the elders, prior to the introduction of modern method and technology in the Gambia, the local fishermen in Kombo were using a method called kaya. In this method, wooden sticks were fixed along the seashore and a locally made mat tied to a stick to trap fish.
I was practicing fishing operation locally, like using cast net, hook and line on the beach. According to some information I had from an old fisherman in Banyu, he said this fishing skill, this cast net, came here in the Gambia was 1830 by a Chinese man that brought this skill here. What I found in my father's hand was this. He was using cast net and hook and line for fishing. The boat, the type of boat they use, dog boat. You know dog boat? Not like this plank wood. It's a big stem. They dig it and then make it a boat. I learned a lot of skills in the 5 different gear types. I go for cast net. That is cast net that we use for cast mullet and bonga, and hook and line for fishing. And then again, we go to another method, long line. That's the type you find these people down there using it.
During this period, the aquatic resources were abundant. Local fishermen did not have to reach to the current official demarcated nautical distance to get their catches. Fishermen engaged in the fishing industry in those days were fishing for what was enough for their domestic need. In Kombo at that time, farming was and still is the predominant occupation of Gambians. Rural communities were fishing on subsistence basis using simple fishing gears such as traps, cast nets, and hook and line. For the people to balance their diet, they exchanged portion of their cereal products for fish. According to the narrations, a bowl of fish was equivalent to a bowl of cereal. Since the introduction of motorized canoes in the mid-1960s by a migrant Senegalese fisherman, the Gambia witnessed the transformation of fishery from paddle canoes with simple fishing techniques to one with modern fishing technologies and larger canoes with outboard engines, which resulted in an increase in fish landings.
Ninyen kata Brikama le kata Serekunda kawa foko Brikama Serekunda yele muna wafulla kado kula le bengulmi yana kun kejo pure do ko kam ko sinda mata kala nyindo ko koleatal so kado kula ni le do kula mi ko special kata je mi yana ke kam makoy kejo.
Tangiers Fishing Center became the most vibrant landing site owing to its proximity to the urban combo. According to the elders, Malang Sise was the first local-based fisherman in Tangier, while artisanal fishing with motorized canoes was introduced by Alhaji Suley Njai and Kor Sen, the founding patriarch of Sukuta Kor Sen Kunda.
Nyela siakam ni mbolonto nying ne wura rosi ta fitiro dunta ke bal kataje do nem pachamo ni bulata nyel ko do ni macho ni akala ni awulidire ke kaje nyel kasoy kana bula kulunko ka pode ko kulunko ha ko le ke ma ko
la bata malanci sedo amulunta sabi ko lisel wolle na radda ka janga na jalo fayda ikajalo fayang amunda ko ten otumo chalo nani burele tija bada ka tamaka ko ka jeke business dulati wo folo da saradion ko dole wole jayele ka fa sule dengue wole jayele because bira jayele ndefa ko kundiwo ndele fa mala do kula folota otumo nyi nyejan jora ko bota sado nyi yirme se on ka wole ta nkala benton ka nkanye jani wala ka ndela fa ko ni wayo fa folo
jala fayo ni ya kumaze wala munyinti ni le mujalo nyati ndafta si fa sube kale sele e kasuman wumula londe tikasuma nyam londe ha kasuman tenne ni kyanga keten anyata ni nam le mutal ni nga keten anyata ni nam le mutal ni le mujubot hanika bi abe tarum kulungo to pala temu so tasolit ni masino balanta jibana ni be kulungo kono sa jam fa jango nyang sa sama nam bante ni le mu fay jaloti kanyin le fay folo ta kanyi bos nya samba nya 36 ni le sayna folo mbota je ko chali balek be kering san chalo ka kanale nata foti keje ni le mu foti nyati ntara bo chali bana ta ko tege nata 46 san wole ka chali ba muta wole ka sabunu mol ka bako tanje chali bale bije ferele bijenu otumo kulung sabale katra jang kulung saba kulung ngoro wula yirwa kana anum nyebu ka bang fontol ka bo barne aji be bibe min delbe mi kono bi kulung mbe katra tendado kata ba kulung keme anum nyebu ka simol sañ minga nyemuta asiata bakele fo chali bal fa bortale fa bantal mo malo sañ nata muru tati sector wala tan chali meso ngwa be kerin sañ.
Those using the drone net size for artisanal fishermen, those are the small fishermen. The penalty to all the offenses there is 10,000 minimum. Then for an industrial fisherman who is caught using a wrong made site, or even if it is found on your vessel, its minimum is $1 million. And for fishing without a license, it's 30 million.
Bakau Fishing Center was established in 1993, and effective community mobilization of resources for efficient fishing management through the support of the government of the Gambia has been facilitated. In Kombo Sanyang, the scale of fishing activities has not been as vibrant as Tangier and Gunjur. However, local-based fishermen coupled with migrant fishermen from Senegal are able to maintain the industry in spite of logistics and technical constraints.
Ngataran alifalu silan ding buka nye dunu buka nye pole suo fango mo kilin wole pole suo soto kanani si ngolla kenyo siada ninga nyewo nyemuta fo benyo tanani abe ka dunu ko wala kata juromu sate kono be marceti je ka kirinti ngolon lan sangon ka wole fene ka nye jurumu aka bar woftu mo fana masinti jang basolom ikata basol la bakon ika sambuku kale kara ya yiro kala